Why are we here on Earth if not to experience the mystery of life? When we try so hard to hyper control how everything turns out for us, we actually lose sight of the mission that we were sent here for. Life is full of duality, it's full of mystery, and by avoiding and trying to take control over everything in our lives, we close ourselves off to the real blessings, the real fulfillment, and we're in a constant chase for more. But it's time that we bring ourselves back to the mission. What is our original assignment? What is the purpose of our existence? How can we find fulfillment in life when the world is so full of chaos? How do we remain open to receiving the blessings that were meant for us? How do we co-create with life without losing the mission that we were sent here for? It's time we bring ourselves back to the mission, that we stop trying to hyper control the way things turn out, but we remain persistent with our vision and our mission. It's time we bring ourselves back to the source of everything. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Rojosa, and if you are new here, welcome y'all. Today we're talking about manifestation. I'm sitting with you here today because there is something on my heart that I need to say. I did not come here to be a cookie cutter manifestation coach. I would be doing a massive disservice to my channel and my community here if I was not honest about my true views on life. Isn't that why we start channels in the first place? To share our message? Before I begin this video, I want to make one thing clear. I love manifestation. Okay, I consider manifestation co-creating with the universe, with God, with the creator. I believe in the power we hold within every single fiber of my being. I personally am actively manifesting every single day. I'm scripting. I'm empowering myself through my thoughts, saying positive affirmations. I am speaking life into my life and the people around me's life. I am getting into meditative states and putting my focus on my desires as much as I consciously remember to, and that is my ultimate goal, is to become stronger and stronger at it. And through that, I've manifested so many beautiful things in my life. However, being on YouTube for about 4 years, and really only this year was the year my channel started to grow. Like I had 300 subscribers the first 3 years, and then this year I grew like 3,000, a little bit more than 3,000 subscribers within the year. And I find that, what was once in the beginning of me starting this channel really just an outlet for me to express whatever it is that I wanted to express about, it became more about, expressing what's going to get the most views and what do people want to see, and like looking at other coaches and how they're doing things and emulating the similar message. And while I always try to express things in my unique way and add that like unique flair to my videos, I found that I was really losing the passion and excitement for creating these videos. And it's not because I don't love talking about these concepts on manifestation and spirituality and all these things, but it's because I felt like I wasn't fully expressing the truth of what I believe. And I think I was holding back a little bit in fear of like, people don't want to hear that. People want to hear like, how do you manifest fast and easy, 3 days, like that's it. When it's like, there's so much more to manifestation and co-creation and life than that. Not to say those things are not possible, because they absolutely are. But I believe that's become a way for people to avoid and escape their reality and not take action towards their true purpose in this life. I study an ancient wisdom called Kabbalah, and Kabbalah is an ancient mysticism that decodes the Old Testament and explains the stories and how they're not really meant to be taken literally, but they're meant to represent energies that exist in this world today, the fabric of our soul, the fabric of the way this universe operates, and it goes super deep. And in fact, so many mystical teachings were based off of Kabbalah, which was based off of the Old Testament. Neville Goddard studied Kabbalah himself. Neville's teacher Abdullah studied Kabbalah, and probably you'd be surprised how many great public figures who manifested so much in their lives were students of this ancient wisdom, Kabbalah. Now, I've been studying it my whole life, technically, not really, more so like the past 5 years, really, truly studying, but my parents have been studying it my whole life. So I kind of grew up in this environment where there were Kabbalistic concepts being thrown around all the time. I was always hearing and learning and absorbing Kabbalistic knowledge and being in rooms with different Kabbalists and having conversations, and just by my existence, since I was programmed, you could say, the Kabbalistic way. And I really attribute my upbringing and the way that I was surrounded by these positive messages really shaped me to be the woman I am today. I would not be who I am at all if it weren't for Kabbalah. I think Kabbalah is like a very solid foundation for me, and my other beliefs and things that I've carried through other different sources and mediums, they all come together in this beautiful way with Kabbalah as the foundation. But anyway, I brought all of that up to say that we are meant to receive in this life. In fact, Kabbalah translated to English literally means to receive, like Kabbalah, to receive. So the teachings of Kabbalah are really like the teachings of how do we receive the ultimate fulfillment in this life. So I'm not against manifestation at all. We're meant to receive. We're meant to desire things. Our very essence as vessels, as Kabbalah would say, is to receive. We're meant to receive our desires. However, what's left out of the conversation is what kind of desires and what kind of fulfillment. Because yes, we can achieve anything. We really can. There's no limits. Zero. We are limitless. However, sometimes our desires are not going to come in the way that we think they're going to come. Sometimes we need to let go and trust the Creator to place its hand in our life and lead us down the path that will inevitably lead us to our highest good, even if it's what we may not think it is. For example, I can manifest this toxic person to be my boyfriend. But when and if that happens, and there's going to be resistances there because they're toxic. They're not good for you. There's going to be chaos because it's not the right thing. But anyway, if I try to manifest this person and I do, that's fine. I can do it. But will I really be fulfilled? How strong is that desire? If it's coming from a space of like loneliness, neediness, dissatisfaction with my current reality, it's coming from that energy. It's going to manifest inevitably in chaos because it's not right for you. At least you're not in the right state to be manifesting it. When we are so rigid and controlling over exactly how things need to manifest in our life, we're missing out on the beauty that is this life. When circumstances happen to us that are undesirable, instead of saying like, oh, circumstances don't exist, nothing's real, and like avoiding, come to acceptance with it. First and foremost, this is what's happening in my reality. Okay, this sucks. This hurts. Feel that. There's nothing wrong with feeling that pain that is the human experience. That's why we're here. But we don't want to manifest from that state. We want to first find acceptance in where we are. And this level of faith actually is faith in the Creator to say, I don't know why I'm here right now. I don't know why this has been attracted in my movie and my reality. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this. I don't see why this is good, how this is good. Like, this sucks. I hate it. I hate it with every fiber in my body. I want to jump out of my house. But I still have faith and trust in you, God, that this is leading me somewhere good. That is true certainty. That is true faith. That is true belief in the good. Not, oh, this isn't happening right now. This something else needs to be happening because this isn't real. This is all made up in my mind. No, it's happening. This is your current experience. Accept it, feel it, move through it. If you don't move through it, what are you doing? You're really bypassing the growth that is going to come from you going into this challenge and doing the growth that is necessary here. You will come out of it. You will manifest positive. You don't need to stay stuck in the negative. Who said you need to ruminate on the old and continue going down that path? No, but you need to acknowledge it. Acknowledge that something's happening that's unfavorable. And then from there, move towards growing from it. Okay, this is my experience. How can I now shift out of it? I'm here. I want this. I want to be here. Instead of just affirming right away, going over there, acknowledge that you're here. I'm here. I brought myself here. This is where I need to be right now. For some reason, the Creator, my higher self, knows better than I do in this moment. We have faith despite our feelings. We can still have faith and feel the way we do. So we feel the way we do and go into it, grow from it, learn from it. Ask the Creator, what are you trying to teach me here? How can I rise above this? Help me, show me clear signs that will help me move through this and out of this. So that's when we're in a low state. Now, even the master manifestors in this life who say like, I can manifest anything I want and whenever I want, they still face uncertainty. Life is by nature uncertain. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't have control over everything. While we do have a lot of control over our responses on the way that we speak to ourselves, and then that affects what we manifest, that doesn't mean everything is in our conscious control. There are things happening that are outside of our conscious awareness. We're still manifesting everything in our experience, and it's something we can work on, but we don't have control over everything. And thinking you have control over everything is actually very damaging, because not only do you have the power to create anything, but that means that anything that bad happens, no one else taking that responsibility but you, and that is painful. But the thing is, people don't like uncertainty, and it makes sense. Like, it's scary, it's fearful, it feels like unfamiliar territory. I don't know what's happening here, I feel uncertain. Okay, so I'm going to feel like I have control over my reality by ignoring what's happening right now and only putting my consciousness in what I want to desire. The problem with this is that you're avoiding the uncertainty of life. You're resisting the uncertainty in life. When you're manifesting, it gives you this sense of control that we're all so deeply craving. Like, I have this control over my life, this certainty over my life. But it's an illusion. It's soothing us. It's self-soothing us from the pain of uncertainty. What if it's okay to feel like we don't know what's going to happen? We can have our intentions, we can set our declarations and decide this is our reality, while also simultaneously accepting our current circumstances. Having acceptance of the situation at hand while simultaneously desiring more is the key. Okay, don't feel discouraged then if you feel like you can't control everything in your life. You're not meant to. This is why you can't manifest every single thing. And also, there's a deeper fulfillment that you can have in life than only simply just like manifesting things. There's deeper fulfillment for you. That is what you need to search for. That is what you need to affirm for. So once again, manifestation is beautiful. It's great. And I wasn't actually wrong in what I was saying in the past. I don't think that what I was sharing was any wrong information. I just think there's more perspective to add to the picture. I was studying Neville Goddard for a long time, and he really focuses on the I am being God that lives within us. And while yes, God is within us, we are not the totality of God. We're a fragmented piece of the whole. We can't see the full picture. We don't know everything. We're a piece of God. God is within us. That makes us more powerful than you could ever imagine. We have God inside of us. We're limitless, but yet we're not the totality of God. We have God within us, but we're not the totality of God. Duality. Okay, so for me, a big part of actually really manifesting what I desire was having that acceptance, not trying to change my current circumstances, and instead accepting them for what they are and simultaneously desiring more. That truly brought my manifestations into my reality. Instead of trying to manifest things, I tried to manifest states. I developed a stronger connection with the Creator, with the totality of God, not just the fragmented piece that is that is me in this existence, that is my higher self, but is the Creator, that expanded intelligence, the universal intelligence that we all have access to. Developing that relationship with the Creator will bring you the fulfillment you seek. It's not going to be found externally. That's a quick fix. And if you feel if you love where you are right now, you're going to love where you're going. If you hate where you are right now, even when you get to where you want to get to, you're not going to love it. Once again, when we're hyper controlling, things need to go this way, we are ignoring our soul's purpose. What is your soul's purpose? Almost everything you should be doing in your life should come back to that mission of why you're here. Do you think when you get to the end of your life and you look back on your life, you will say, I lived out what I came here for? And I think about these things because, well, I've been fascinated about reality, life after death, my whole life. Like, ever since I was 8 years old, I would watch near-death experiences. And I've been recently getting back into them, like earlier this year. And every time I watch them, they bring me so much peace of mind. They bring me like just a remembrance of where we come from and where we're going back to. And these are the things that really matter. This life is temporary, but why are we here? That is not something to take lightly. And if I recommend honestly watching some of those near-death experiences, and trust me, they're beautiful. The stories and testimonies of people who experience the afterlife, they actually have been there and they know what this life really is. They know the truth, and then they try to express that to us in words. And then it's all like different stories, but very similar experiences that are being expressed in different ways. It's beautiful. And it gives us that remembrance of why we're here, of what we need to be moving towards, and not get distracted by the shiny objects. The shiny objects will still come. If you desire that, great. There's nothing wrong with desiring physical things. But it's when you place them as like, my source of fulfillment is in you. I'm only fulfilled when I have you. I'm only fulfilled when I think I have you. No! Fulfillment in this moment that is lasting. Fulfillment in the future that is non-existent. Why do we have multi-millionaires that are depressed? Because it's not everything. You get everything and then you realize it's not enough, because it will never be enough. What's enough is when you feel enough. When you feel connected to the creator, when you feel that support, when you feel connected to people, when you have clarity, when you have peace of mind, when you have certainty, when you shift your state, that's when you feel good. When you elevate your consciousness, that's what makes you feel good. Manifestation's bonus, and they will come, and it's going to be the most fulfilling ever when you come at it through the right intentions. And not to say you always need to be in a good state, because you don't, but it's, are you growing? Are you growing? Co-creation is beautiful. Let's balance it now with prayer, with meditation, with gratitude, with acceptance, with certainty in the goodness of life and the creator. If you feel pain, bring those emotions to the creator. You have this energy with you at all times. You're never alone. If you feel like you are the only God of your reality, your imagination does create. But we also need to learn to let go and to let God. There can be duality. There can be both. It can all be true. Just feel into what feels good to you. Because I know when I was manifesting, constantly affirming for what I wanted, like nonstop and never letting my brain go anywhere else, I was not very happy because I'm constantly reminded of like what I want but I don't currently have, versus feeling the ranges of emotions that come with the human experience. And when I feel pain, bringing that to the creator, telling the creator, I don't understand why I feel this, but I trust you, has always led me out of that dark space with grace. And it's not a limiting belief either to not force manifestations, because like I said, anything is possible and anything can happen, but I believe it is even more fulfilling and will bring you even faster to your desired manifestations if you develop that closeness with the creator first. So bring yourself back to this moment. Bring yourself back to the flow and excitement of life, and allow the creator to bring you to unexpected places. You don't need to control everything. Allow yourself to be surprised by the beautiful, unexpected, uncertain mystery that is this life. You will receive so much fulfillment by embracing the fact that life will ebb and flow, by life will be uncertain, and that's okay. I can handle it. I can hold it, and I can hold myself, especially with the power of the creator with me in my life. I know I can never fail, because I have the number one source by my side the whole time, giving me that strength to move through the range of human emotions. The more I can feel the downs, the more I can feel the ups. I don't want to only feel, in the middle. And we can't feel all the way up if we don't feel all the way down. So allow your blessings to unfold in mysterious ways. That was a good one. I was like kind of nervous about this because like people have different views, and I mean with anything people have different views. I should be used to it by now. But I was like kind of nervous about it because like for a while I was trying to really box myself into like people just want to see this type of content, so only talk about manifesting or you're giving limiting beliefs. Like F that. I'm gonna be myself. Take it or leave it, but I have a feeling you'll take it. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, for watching this video. If you made it to this part of the video, leave me a star emoji in the comment section down below. I'm gonna respond to you. Also, I just created a free training. If you are a leader, if you are creating content online, if you're an entrepreneur, you want to create an online business, have courses, do coaching, you want to bring your light to the world, you want to create an impact and create your legacy online, watch that training. Trust me, it's all about personal branding, on developing a strong mission, on creating a one-of-a-kind, unique brand that people feel captivated towards. Creating your own space in the online space. It's not a cookie cutter image of anybody else, but is unique to you and your creative expression and expressing your soul. The link is in the comment section below. I'll pin it in the comments. It's also in the description. Also, if you're a business entrepreneur, make sure you're following me on the Instagram. I am starting to post a lot more on there, but it's more so specific to more like behind the scenes, and I'm trying to be more active on there. Just like express my creativity in as many ways, as many platforms as possible. Okay, I love you guys so much. Once again, thank you for being here. I'll see ya in the training and in my next video. Bye bye. Mwah.